Good afternoon, everyone. It is Mitchell, aka the Walk in Orlando. Welcome back here to the Festival of the Arts, our favorite festival here at EPCOT. So I come over because it's our second trip out here. We actually made a first trip pretty early when they first started up with everything, but this is our first time back in a little bit of time. Kind of have a lot going on, as you can see, all the crews and everything. So we are officially back finally at a Disney theme park with you guys. So we are here today to check out some things. Also, check out the new process of getting a Figment popcorn bucket. By the time this video goes up, it'll probably be after the festival's over, but it's kind of interesting to see how they changed it all. So make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel, leave a like, and stick around for our Festival of the Art adventures today. So we decided that today is probably going to be a very calm day, hopefully. Even though it looked like a lot of the other parks were very busy, but usually Epcot in the afternoon, in the evening, seems to be a lot more less chaotic in a sense. So maybe we'll get to see a lot more, maybe see if there's any updates, especially with the construction. Also, I think the star or the ship that's in front of Guardians of the Galaxy is officially done, so we'll get to go check that out as well. Well, walking up, you definitely get the I can't remember what the ship is from, like the Nova Corps, I think, the Nova Corps ship. But yeah, that thing is already built, and it is way bigger than I thought I was gonna be, honestly. So this is a good idea of what it'll look like when you walk up to Guardians of the Galaxy, because the walkway that you have built right now to the left that takes you to the front will not actually be a full walkway the entire time, because they do want to make the entrance come into the front and then you go off like it was before. So this will be the way when you walk up to Guardians of the Galaxy, this is where you will walk up to. Now I am curious, when do you think Guardians of the Galaxy is going to be opening? So from rumors, it sounds like that they've already started pulling for the cast members who will be opening the attraction. And it sounds like that they are much farther ahead than people give it credit for, because you can't really see anything inside of it. So I have a feeling that they said summer, but I have a feeling we're going to see the way of Velocicoaster, in the sense of we're going to see a lot of soft openings, we're going to see a lot of previews. I think it's going to be available to start riding probably in either the end of April or beginning of May, and it will open literally the first day of summer, in my opinion. So over the donut box, I got the vanilla donut, which is kind of funny to just say vanilla donut because it then has like strawberries and like a strawberry ice cream with it. So, but the one thing that we did say is that the one thing that's nice about the Festival of the Arts is they really took great care of how the food looks. So I did just make a comment about how I was going to show you guys how you can order the new Figment popcorn buckets, or how they were doing it, but apparently they're already sold out. Yesterday was the only day they had it for the specialty ways. So the way they were doing was, instead of going over to the Pop Eats booth, you actually went on to the My Disney Experience, ordered the bucket through the order of the food section, where like you can order food, mobile ordering essentially, and you can only mobile order it. And you picked it up in the World Showplace, which is between United Kingdom and Canada. Today, they're already out. And I don't think they're getting any more, because next week is the end of the festival. So unless something miraculously changes, Figment popcorn bucket was the biggest hit of the festival, was the quickest thing to leave. It is kind of interesting because the last time we came, the crowd levels were very intense, but I think today the crowd level is a lot less, because like the line for the El Artes Hambriento is actually a lot shorter than it was when we were before. So it'll be interesting to see like how the crowds are, because this is one of the last few dates of this festival. Only thing I wish is that this festival stayed around a lot longer than just the month and a half. I think I wish they would shorten up honestly, they can only shorten up Flower and Garden. I wish they would do that to maybe make this one a little bit longer. So if you start going through Mexico, there are kind of only really a couple spots really between Mexico, Norway, and China. Like you have one at Mexico, you have one in China, but then you don't have anything to really get until you get maybe past the outposts. But you do have a lot of these like galleries, so like you have the Pop Gallery in China, and then the last one for me, it's my favorite over here on the corner, will be Greg McCullough's studio. So that's kind of the thing about it. There's not as much food, like it's food and wine, but there's a lot of art to be looked at. One thing that's pretty impressive is that here at the McCullough Art with Greg McCullough and it looks like in Nath, which is probably another artist he works with, they've got stuff that's sold out already. They've got quite a lot actually sold out, really. So there's stuff that you wanted. He actually puts it on the side of these so it tells you what he has, but then if it's sold out, you're not having to look for it for hours. So it gives you a better idea seeing what the spin art looks like. So you have the spin art right here, they have the normal one you can do, but they do have the specialty bikes that you could actually use. So that's where you can actually like ride on the bike while someone else puts the paint in for you, and it makes a pretty cool thing. So like you can select up to 4 colors for artwork, write your name clearly on the canvas, and play allows 30 to 45 minutes for it to dry. So then you can come back here and pick it up. So it's pretty cool actually. The price is pretty, could be all over the place, so it's not something like if you really want to do it, you can. But I like the fact that you could do the bike portion where you have someone riding it so it controls the spin, so it creates a different looking spin art for your art. Some of the merchandise that we actually haven't gotten to see, this little like frame that says Festival of the Arts 2022 with Figment on it. I didn't even see this the last time we were here. Some of the stuff may be brand new, just got a little late getting here, so $23 for that. You didn't have the regular shirt, which is something we showed you the last time we were here, and then they have a specialty bag for the Festival of the Arts as well for Loungefly. So, yeah, I did not see that the last time we came. Probably just missed it, honestly, but it's pretty cool. So, we decided and splurged a little bit on something that we really didn't need, but this was the one thing we saw when we first came, the last time we came, and this was the one thing we both said we really wanted. So this is about $60. This is from Thomas Kincaid's Studios, and this is the 50th castle with the fireworks in the background. The one thing we love is the way it looks down Main Street, like the colors and everything. It just looks absolutely amazing. So didn't need it, but it was one thing we both, like when we first came, they were completely and utterly out of them. But this time they did have them, so we went ahead, said, okay, we're gonna get it. So this is one of the booths that we did not actually get to see the first time we came, which is the artist table. And it's delicious fare brushed with flavor. So they have a beef Wellington, a pan-seared scallops, pistachio cake. Then they have something really interesting that we tried a few years ago. It's a sipping chocolate flight. Really all it is, it's melted chocolate bars and cups that you drink. And the one thing my mom and we agreed on is that with this, you really need to go get like some sort of biscuits from the UK and use it to dip it in. So I know it's a sipping chocolate flight, but really I feel like it should be a dipping chocolate flight. This might be the most frustrating thing is we just got the other print, and this right here is the exact point where I proposed to Kayla on Castaway Key. The only thing that they didn't have it were the were those, but that's exactly like almost, I mean, this is probably where we took some of our photos while we were on the beach as well. So damn. So that was one of those things with with the Festival of the Arts is you never know what you're going to see when it comes to art. And so like David Doss, which is the artist back there, right there in the American Pavilion, has a lot of cruise line stuff because I think he is like commissioned for that. So like he has paintings of the 4 cruise line ships with on sand buckets, and then he had the heads up one for Castaway Key, the exact spot where I proposed to Kayla. So that's it is very on the frustrating side of it because we do kind of wanted that, but we did like this 50th print a lot more. I do hope that because that is not a specialty thing, maybe we can get it some other time. We were looking for it maybe in a smaller print because it is $50 for that. And some of the ones you do get certain discounts on, some you don't. But I think we're okay with the 50th one, and maybe down the road we may find that one, and or we may just print off the picture of the proposals. So we'll see. So now we're coming up into the area in between France and Morocco, and this is where you have the Wonderground Gallery and Noah Fine Arts. So these are stuff that you see quite frequently. So the Wonder Art Gallery is what you'll see at Disney Springs in the back of D-Tech or the Co-op. And then Noah Fine Art has the really unique art that usually looks pretty interesting because it's like unique in many different ways. So one of the things we are looking for is we're looking for the princesses in the windows thing because Kayla really likes that a lot. So we got to figure out where that's at. So we stopped off to the Encanto booth, which is the Vibrant and Viviando Encanto Cancina, which essentially is just for the for Encanto, the brand new movie that came out. So I think we're going to get the empanada and the soup that they have here, which are very, very popular. So I want to check all that out here. I also love how they did kind of decorate the area. They got little streamers and stuff. They've got like things like drawn on the wall, kind of like at the casita. Is that what it's called? Something like that. But really do like this little small area. So this is the empanada, so the potato and chorizo empanada from the Encanto booth, so it's $6.50 for that, and actually it's a pretty decent size. I think this is actually bigger than the empanada I had on the cruise line at Rapunzel's. All right, so gonna try the empanada, and my mom's already taken a bite, so it's very good. So, that's really good. I don't know what about that, but that is very, very good. So we also got the spicy Ajako soup,
That's
or
not
Jake.
how you say it.
I don't know how to say it,
That
but
was absolutely
yeah, no,
not it.
that was better than what you're saying. The soup. So one of the things that was nice was this was my mom's last thing for the wonderful walk of colorful cuisine. So you need the deconstructed key lime pie, the blood orange braised beet carpaccio, house-made chorizo and potato empanada from this booth, pan-seared scallops, and the vanilla donut, and then you get to visit the Deco Delights for a completer culinary treat. So, as you can see, she's got all 5. She's just missing her completer set. So, it is kind of nice because, like, this is kind of fun to do because it makes you try things you wouldn't try normally. So, I will say, out of everything we've had for the festival, which wasn't quite a lot, that empanada was the best thing I think I've had at any of these festivals. Like, there was some really good stuff, but that beef empanada with the chorizo and everything and the sauce on top, honestly, I could eat that probably every time and be happy because that was really good. It wasn't too spicy. There's a lot of flavors in it. It was very crunchy because of the fried bread. It wasn't overly done. The beef wasn't dry. It was just a very, very good overall thing. The soup was okay. I was expecting more spice to it, and I kind of wish the corn had a little more flavor to it. It was very bland. And it was just very watery, so it felt more like a stew than a soup. So, but I mean, they weren't bad. I just would prefer the empanada over the soup that we just had. So this is also a thing that we're not really happy about, is that the weather when we first got here was really nice, it was really clear, it was blue skies, sunny, all that stuff, and now it is getting kind of overcasty, the wind's picking up, and it feels like it could rain at any time. So, but because we are over here, we did get a return time to go over and do Remy's Ratatouille adventure, because that is the one thing Kayla's grandma really wants to do, because she does have to leave here in just a little bit. In fact, we have to leave in just a little bit, so I don't know if we'll be coming back anytime for anything or what, but I hope we can maybe come back a little bit later this evening, maybe? Not sure. So walking up, I think the last time we were here I talked about that there is a little sign out in front before you actually walk all the way into the back to see what the wait time is. So if you look right there, it's a little blue sign, that actually is the wait time for Remy's Ratatouille adventure. So that you don't have to walk all the way into the very back, because to get back there you have to walk all the way down this way and then turn left to walk to see everything. So the fact that they have a little sign right here helps with that, to know what the wait time is, so you don't go all the way down here to the mess that could be back here. Alright, time to do Remy's Ratatouille Adventure, which is posting an 85-minute wait. So, wow, that's a long line. This does kind of intrigue me, because there is a sign right here that says single riders, and all groups will be separated and assigned different vehicles. So it does mean that at some point they are going to bring up a single rider line, but just haven't done it yet.
Voilà, venez, suivez-moi, je vous prie. Chef Remy is waiting for you. This way.
Cette nourriture est pour nos invités, pas pour vous. Hey guys, the food is for them, not you.
Everything must be perfect. Echo est en salle. Et oui, what are you doing? Que manigancez-vous?
Toujours les bienvenus, chérie. À bientôt et bon appétit.
Yeah, it is. I still love this little interesting fact is the fact that, see how big the squares are? Because we get shrunk down to a rat, we transition back to being full-size humans once again. So it's just a little type of fact, because now we enter back out and we're back to human size again. Well, because of the small delay they had during the while we were in there, it went from an 85-minute wait to a 100-minute wait. So an hour and 40 minutes. Well, I will say it is starting to pick up a little bit, but this is also the time when you get a lot of people coming for the evening time. This is when you've got people coming for the Disney on Broadway stuff, so it can be a little picked up. Plus, like, other parks aren't as fun later in the day. You know, you get parks like Animal Kingdom that close early, Studios and Magic, but also if you're like us, this is where you're going to want to come for fireworks, because Harmonious is superior fireworks. The only thing about this festival is I love all the art, but at the same time there's too much art, because I want every single piece of art that they have to offer, because I love Stitch and they always have very unique Stitch items. And on top of that, like, we've got our new one that we got today. But there's just so much, like literally, like we showed you the picture, the art of Castaway Cay right where I proposed to Kayla on the beach. So it's very tempting. Like, it's easy, you could drop a few $100s just on art, not food, but art. Thousands, yeah, honestly, thousands.
Each one is like $100 if you get even the small ones.
Yeah, you're not wrong. That is very true.
Which I don't disagree with, because artists deserve more.
Well, but I also like the fact that the art does. There is a lot more art available for it. Like, there's unique art too. It's not just the same old stuff we see every time. It's very unique and different from all sorts of different artists, so they get to have their name out there and they get the credit they deserve. So now we are starting to see early signs of the Flower and Garden Festival starting to make its way into EPCOT. They've actually started growing all the flowers for it. So in just the next couple of weeks, this will be nice and bloomed up, and I'll have the nice carpet or flower carpet that they always put up. But what's pretty interesting is on the other side of this monorail, and I'll show you guys if I can get a good look at it, there is a 50th in flowers. So it's really hard to see it, but right there, that is the 50th logo right there within all those flowers. So once it all blooms up, we're gonna have to go over onto that bridge to look over to get a really good view of it. So I'll make a quick stop into the Creation Shop to see if they've got any other festival merchandise they have made out, or just anything new in general, because they are always coming out with new stuff. Plus, with more merchandise finally starting to show up, they've got new stuff coming every single day. Well, and just like that, as soon as we walked in, they have two brand new shirts. This with the EPCOT logo and all the different pavilions. This EPCOT colorful one, and Kayla did talk about it. I did see this, and I am so excited. I would love to have this. They have the Harmonious shirt, which it has Harmonious in all the different languages and all the characters from each one. But then, Spirit jersey. Which normally Spirit jersey goes for like $75 a piece. But that is a really, really nice Spirit jersey. Oh, and the EPCOT logo on the front. Love that. And I think we've shown this before, is the Harmonious pin, which I think actually we saw this, and this was literally, I think we saw this last month, right before they released all of the Harmonious merchandise. Also, they have more of the Festival of the Arts stuff. They actually have this new cup as well that I have not seen yet. And the Magic Band we saw the last time. So they are bringing more stuff out, just slowly but surely. Just can't get over how much I love the redesigned gift shop here that used to be Mouse Gears into the Creation Shop. It is much more open, it's more colorful, there's so much more to see, they've got it more laid out better. It's just overall a much better setup than Mouse Gears ever was. It doesn't feel as crazy and hectic in here, because I feel like any time I was in Mouse Gears, it was insanely busy. I will say it is very interesting kind of coming into any of the gift shops, or coming to Disney in general, because we're not coming to Disney as often as we were. Is all the different like random 50th merch. We randomly see that we haven't seen before, so we don't know if it's brand new or it's been here and we just haven't seen it. Like, I knew the Skyliner thing was out, but look at the bow, the light up 50th bow. Didn't know that was a thing. But also, this is the very first time that I have seen the 50th monorail set. So I used to have a monorail set just like this way back in the day, really early on, before you had the like fancy remote control. They even have a little fancy station platform on it. That's honestly so cool. I would love to have that, but I don't have room and or the budget or the money to do that. So I would tell you, the spicy soup that we had from the Encanto booth, I am still kind of feeling it in my lips a little bit. I got a little tingliness with it and stuff like that. It kind of makes me laugh when that happens, but I will tell you, being able to do the in-store shopping right now is a huge time saver, because you can link all of your discounts to it. So if you're a DVC, pass holder, cast member, all that stuff, you can link it to it, and you can do it while you're in the store, because then it'll show you what the exact price would be with your discount. So it gives you kind of an idea, get an idea of how much you're spending. You can add gift cards onto it, your credit card, all sorts of different things, and it just charges it for you. And then all you have to do is, when you're ready to check out, you check out and you go to one of the cast members. They give you a bag. Now, it's not one of the fancy like Walt Disney World bags, but they give you a clear bag, which to me doesn't make any difference. I think it's a bag at the end of the day, but it definitely is really nice and convenient, and helps with the lines, because if you look at the Creation Shop, their booths or their like checkout areas, they have like 8 to 10 on both ends to take care of people. So it really shows they're trying to like help with the lines as much as possible. So we have to quickly exit the park, just very quickly, and then we'll be right back in. Gotta take Kayla's grandmother to her Uber, so we have to get her luggage out of our car, and then they'll take an Uber back to the airport, because she is flying back to Texas today. So we got to do all that, and then we should be right back in to try to see if there's anything else we want to eat, anything else we want to see. I'm going to be probably a little bit slower, because I did end up hitting my toe against the wall, and I really hurt it. So we'll see how much longer I can last. I do want to try to last as long as possible to do the nighttime stuff, so we can show you the Rainbow Connections show on the Spaceship Earth.